Gotta rank 'em all, Pokémon!
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I'm Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris...
It's a abominable day to be ranking Pokemon, let me say, Ryan.
Is it that bad out in Arizona?
No, but these Pokemon suck.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
a tough list. It's a tough list.
There's some diamonds in the rough here,
True.
but yeah, not a great list overall. And of course, that other voice is the guest we have with the 10 Pokemon to rank, Brian Keese of the Draft Punks.
Hey, it's me. I'm gonna try to redeem this list at the end by bringing a very cool Pokemon to re-rank. So hopefully that gets your spirits up a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but I do like the Pokemon you brought. Although, well, we'll get into
it. Brian, how you been? It's been a while since you've been on.
I've been great, so we took a quite a long break from our own podcast. I'm the host of Draft Punks, and we recorded an episode in March that we finally released in July, and that was just because lots of good stuff was happening in my life. My wife and I had a baby, and so we've been really focused on that. But in just the last few weeks, we've gotten the podcast back up and running, full steam ahead. We had Ryan on just recently for our X-Men fan casting episode, and this week we just recorded a new episode with Katie Bell, where we picked our favorite songs from Now That's What I Call Music volumes 1 through 20, which was just a great nostalgia trip. So yeah,
I saw the concept for that episode and I burst out laughing.
Yes, that was all Travis, and we had a blast. I'm not gonna say whose fault this is, but I'm still upset that It Wasn't Me by Shaggy was not picked.
Wow.
But yeah, you'll have to listen to find out what it was.
I can't wait. It's glad to have you guys back. It's been fun listening in.
Thank you.
And it's been fun getting 2 votes with a bit list. Like, it's
folks, we asked Ryan to come on to pick his own cast for an X-Men movie, and he led off with Jamie Foxx as Magneto. Not even really valid since Jamie Foxx is already in the MCU, but we let him have it. And he followed up our Grace and Mercy by taking Kevin Hart as Professor X in round 2. Like, that's the kind of list we're talking about. That's what we got from Ryan. And he got 2 votes, which is 2 more votes than Travis got. Absolutely ridiculous.
It was a great time. Well, we got 11 Pokemon to slot into the list here tonight. Let's get a little refresher in before we get down and dirty with the ranks. Top of the board, 1, 2, and 3, Greninja, Lugia, and Shuckle.
Okay, hold up right there. This some bullshit though. Like, this is 100% nail, right? I haven't listened back to all the episodes, but this is 100% because you had Michael Moran on the show, right?
Yep.
Again.
Like, I almost brought Shuckle just because this is an outrage. Is Shuckle a cool Pokemon? No.
He's
all right. He's not the best Pokemon, or else you'd have him number 1. You'd have him number 1 if he was the best Pokemon.
If me and Michael Moran had our say, he would be number 1. We tried.
Well, then, Ryan, thank you for being my hero. Shuckle should be somewhere in the 200s. Like, no cap.
Yeah.
As the kids say.
That's about right.
Yeah, this is terrible. Like, what a travesty of justice. And I'm sorry, I know you're trying to introduce the list. I'm so mad that Shuckle isn't number 3. It calls the entire list into question, in my opinion.
In my opinion, the entire list is quite questionable.
I mean, yeah.
Fair. That is fair.
Way down at the bottom, we got Jinx at 948, Gumshoes at 947, and Yungoos at 946. And Brian, I'm going to throw this at you. What's half of 948?
Oh my God, it's still summer here, man. You can't be doing that to me. 474.
That's exactly right. 474, Gigantamax Centiskorch, 475, Rhyhorn, 476, Swablu.
Wait. What happened to Bruxish? I thought Bruxish was last. How did so many
Dude.
Pokemon get below Bruxish?
There's been some clerical errors.
Man, I leave you guys alone for like 2 months, and look what happens.
Well, look, Brian, the bottom Pokemon is blatantly racist, and the two right above him look like Donald Trump. So
okay, those three I'll give you.
Bruxish sitting 16 spots above dead bottom, though.
Yeah. Just oh my goodness. All right.
And the number 100 bouncer, Flygon.
I like Flygon. That's a solid one. That's the first one you've called out that I fully agree with, I think.
Is that the same
Brian,
bouncer as last episode, Brian?
It is. Yeah, we didn't put anything in the top 100 last episode.
Might hold true today.
Well, Brian, you get to influence some 11 correct decisions at least tonight.
Yes.
Our
Thank
first
goodness
pick,
someone is here to bring order back to gotta rank them all.
We've been chaotic neutral for way too long. First rank tonight is Crabominable.
What a great name.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid name. But yep.
What else is happening? What is this Pokemon?
I know what gen is this Pokemon first off?
This is Gen 7, Sun and Moon.
Okay. I think that came out before the Disney movie Moana, but for people who don't know what Crabominable looks like, it's basically the shiny crab, but with fur and an Arctic aesthetic.
Yeah, as a Yeti.
Yeah. It's a Yeti version of the shiny crab. I would rank the shiny crab higher on the list than I'm going to rank Crabominable, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just like really nothing redeemable. Like he's got those weird two separated buck teeth that don't seem like they would serve him any purpose. He's got like a bad hairdo that doesn't match the rest of his color scheme. His arms are supposed to be hammers, I think, but they have like 3 sections and they look bad. I don't know. Everything about this design is so bad.
Oh,
sorry, Ryan.
I think Moana and Sun and Moon came out in the same week. I got
Wow. Okay, so maybe these guys are cousins.
Yeah. The November 18th, 2016 Sun and Moon. Moana came out November 14th, 2016. They came out within a week of each other.
Great week for Polynesian islands. So is there anything in the Pokedex entries about this guy's diet? What does a Crabominable eat? That's what I want to know.
It aimed for the top, but got lost and ended up on a snowy mountain. Being forced to endure the cold, this Pokemon evolved and grew fur. It just throws punches indiscriminately. In times of desperation, it can lop off its own pincers and fire them like rockets.
What pincers, though?
It stores coldness in its pincers and pummels its foes. It can even smash thick walls of ice to bits. Before it stops to think, it just starts pummeling. There are records of it turning back avalanches with a flurry of punches. Nope.
See, I assume this thing was vegetarian because it looks like it has paws and the flat teeth. It's yeah, that doesn't scream carnivore to me. But are the paws supposed to be pincers? Because there's no pincing action there, but that's what he would punch with, I assume.
Maybe they're like frozen up with ice. The pincers are just all frozen over, so they're like big feet, hand. But then the footprints.
Maybe he just like pinches with his armpit. I kind of have pincers if you think about it.
Yeah, we've all got pincers. Yeah, that's just making me scroll down even further, to be honest. I don't know if anyone has a spot they want to call something out yet, but
I haven't found a spot, but I'm thinking like 800.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's real low. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
like
nothing redeemable for me about this Pokemon outside of the name. Name is good. They wasted it.
That's what I was gonna like. I feel like for the name alone, I would be thinking about him up in like the 500s or 600s. You're going real low.
Ryan, where are you looking?
I guess I'm up a little bit higher. I kept scrolling up. This is at least better than Tranquil at 793 on name alone. And I'm like, Tranquil's just such a plain bird, not a great name. This has a design that at least gets us talking and has a great name.
Let me throw one out way higher on the list. At number 3, you guys have Shuckle. No.
Oh my god.
At 675, I'm looking at Remoraid, which is just an objectively bad Pokemon. I do like Magmar better. He's got the cool butt forehead and he's fire type. But I do like this better than Remoraid. And as I'm looking down the list, I do like it better probably than Basculin and Beldum.
There's Machop a little bit lower than that at 684.
And Torracat lower too, and I like Torracat better than this guy. But
Emboar's at
how
690.
did Remoraid get higher than Torracat? Man.
And
All
the
right,
lower you
I'm
guys
moving-
want to scroll, the lower I will scroll.
Yeah, I'm moving down. Because yeah, a lot of these ones like Shiftry I like better. Metatite I like better. Zigzagoon is questionable to me, especially regular Zigzagoon. I saw Chris just click there too.
It's fair.
I think I would be in somewhere around there, but if you guys want to go lower, it is your list. So I would understand.
I think that's fine. Probably I would go below Slowbro, Galarian, Slowpoke as well.
And above Dugtrio.
I don't mind going
can
below
live with
Dugtrio.
that.
But
Oh my goodness.
I'm not a Dugtrio fan. I'm the reason Dugtrio is so low, but I
would
don't care
go-
about this Pokemon.
I would go above Dugtrio. I think Dugtrio is not a very exciting Pokemon from Gen 1. Ryan, does that work for you?
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh boy, Ryan's mad at me already.
No, I think Diglett's where they belong, but Dugtrio's a bad evolution because it's just 3 Diglett.
Yeah.
Lazy evolution. Any guesses, wrong answers only, what Crabominable's name origins are?
Good question. It's gotta be something to do with crab apples, right?
Of course. Is he an omnivore? That's how you pronounce that, right?
Yeah, omnivore. That's the omina. And he's able to use those non-pincers to stop avalanches.
Yeah, exactly. No, of course it's Crab and Abominable Snowman, which is really good.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense too. I think it's probably like either or. You know, it's a real Squirtle situation.
There's a lot of maybes here. Like it's got like 8 or 9. You know, could also be this.
Yeah.
The Japanese name Kekenkani comes from Kegani, horsehair crab, and Kenka, fight.
Okay.
Just sounds like a fine.
We're not moving him up on the list, Ryan.
I'm not. No. This is just fun after the fact. 731 is where he will stay. Next up, we have Hisuian Growlithe.
Go.
What a good boy. Yeah.
Great boy.
What a good boy. They actually just released him recently in Pokemon Go, too. He was available in eggs. So I don't know if you knew this, but Hisuian Growlithe, they hatch out of eggs. That's how they're born.
Wow.
Isn't that how all Pokemon are born?
Yes.
Which
mammal, bird, reptile, doesn't matter.
Yep, all of them. Ditto, whatever a ditto is, egg.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically. So, oh man, sorry. Is Pokemon like an animal classification, like mammal, bird? Like when you're going to class in school, are they like here's mammals, here's birds, here's reptiles, here's Pokemon, because all of them are born from eggs. So it's not a mammal, right? By
Yeah.
definition.
I mean, probably, right? They have properties different than probably. It's a thick branch on the tree because there's a lot of, every type would be its own branch, and then all, there's so much variation within that.
Yeah.
But yeah, makes
All right.
sense.
I'm coming in hot on this one, okay? I'm looking at the first page of the list, and I see Hisuian Zorua at 31, and Hisuian Zorua is better than Hisuian Growlithe. It is absolutely adorable. So I think below 31, and I would even probably go as far to say below 42, where you've done my boy Charizard a great disservice. But I don't think I would go much lower than that, honestly. I really love this design, just like the shaggy Growlithe that lives up in the high plains of Hisuian region.
Yeah, this thing, hard to find. I had to look up where to find one. Otherwise, I probably would have used one, but I looked it up while I was doing post-game cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they are extremely rare.
Yeah, hard to find, but so worth the exploration.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys ranked Hisuian Arcanine yet? Because that could be a reference point too. No, okay. So we're really setting precedent here then.
We are. I'll say personally, I like Yamper better, but I'm not going to be upset if this is higher than Yamper at 75.
I do like this more than Yamper, but Typhlosion's at 72. And as far as fire Pokemon go...
Well, this isn't a fire type. It's a rock type.
Fire, it's also fire.
But it's mostly a rock type. Let's be honest.
It's fire first.
We all know, Chris. Don't worry.
Rock is all he's got going for him to make him unique from regular Growlithe. So I say he's rock first. Also, that's terrible typing. So let's not talk about the fact that he's fire rock anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we all know Typhlosion, worst fire starter from any Pokemon game. That's just fact.
Hang Brian up here real quick.
I personally, I would go above Typhlosion. I think I'd also go above Incineroar just because I'm not a huge fan of that Pokemon. The wrestling gimmick doesn't do much for me. But I'm fine if he's somewhere in that range. If you really want to put him below Typhlosion, I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
I do.
Yeah. in that case, I would go below Alolan Marowak too, because I think Ghost Fire is a really cool typing, and that's a neat design.
Still above Rapidash with Hisuian Growlithe.
I'm okay with that.
At 74, I'm okay with that as well.
That feels right. That feels like the right spot. We did it, guys. The episode's over.
Yeah, something
gotta
broke
rank
top 100.
them all.
No, we've got a lot of the leftovers to sift through at this point.
Yeah. Oh, what's the new bouncer, Ryan?
Oh, our new where are we at? Noivern.
Okay.
A solid 100 bouncer.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Herdier.
We sure do.
The loyal, also a good boy.
Yeah, but not an interesting boy.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
If I owned this dog, I would love it, and it'd be great, but I don't own this dog. This is just somebody's dog, and it's fine. It's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have very little to add on Herdier. I assume the idea here is like Scottish Terrier design is what they're going for. I like that the face floof is kind of in a star pattern. But otherwise, like Chris said, it's not a super unique design. It's just a very early dog evolution that you can get. So yeah, is there anything redeeming in the like Pokedex entries or anything for Herdier, Ryan?
Let me double check here. So the black Fur is extremely dense for some defense, and it's extremely loyal, a smart and friendly Pokemon. That's the gist of all of the Pokedex entries.
Have we ranked Lillipup or Stoutland?
Oh, maybe
Stoutland is a good comparison if you have.
We have not ranked Lillipup.
Okay.
We have ranked Stoutland at 360.
Oh, that's high.
That is high. I don't know what would happen there. I like this more than Stoutland, but I think Stoutland's high.
I don't know that I like Stoutland more than I like the final form the most. The big
more
flowing
interesting.
mustache.
Yeah, Stoutland is really the herdiest, you know. I'll see myself out. Yeah, I mean, if we're looking in that range, like right away, I would go below Galarian Zigzagoon.
I don't know that we have to look in that range.
Yeah, I think we need to go a lot lower, but
How do we feel about a Rattata comparison?
ooh, where's that?
766.
Okay. Good Lord. I scroll by some of these and I'm like, that can't be right. what is Palkia doing down here?
There's like one pick on every page that gets at somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have him below Alolan Raticate, which should be above Rattata, but yeah, I'm not sure if I would go too much further down than that. I think that's probably the right range. I do like Chatot, but I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Furfrou at 777.
It's a good dog comparison. Furfrou at
Yeah.
least has the different forms.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Pokemon Go, they've released those recently, and you do have to be in certain parts of the world to unlock them if you want to get all of the Furfrou. So, like for the Pharaoh Cut, you have to be in Egypt, which means I'm never going to get that Furfrou, but it's kind of a cool mechanic that they've introduced.
Okay, so I think below Furfrou.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe right there. I'm okay with right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at Alolan Sandshrew. I think I'd be okay between Sandshrew and Durant, just a few more spots down.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. A new 781 for Herdier.
Mm.
That's not Herdier's page. I'd clicked over to Stoutland.
And
Any
the name?
guesses on the name?
I heard you're looking for a dog.
Haha. Yeah, no, it's because when Lillipup bites you, it hurts, but when he bites you, it's Herdier.
Also, maybe a combination of herding dog and terrier. It's exactly
Like
what they're going for.
I've been a dad for 10 months now, guys. It's starting to really sink in.
They give you the book when you right in the operating room.
That's right.
All right, next up we've got solid contender here, a Pokemon if ever there was one, Huntail.
948 is where I'm looking for a Huntail.
My goodness. He's not great. I don't think he's worse than his counterpart, Gorobus, though. Although Gorobus at least has a great name, it's just it fails its name in every way.
God, is this worse than Gorobus?
What did they
Where's
evolve from?
Clamperl.
Clamperl. Yeah.
Clamperl, that's right. I'm looking up because they did an event in Pokemon Go to get these shiny, and so I'm looking up what his shiny looks like to see if that's any better, and it's really not. It's just a bright green instead of the bright blue.
Chris, we failed.
Ugh.
Gorobus is 651.
Yeah, Gorobus is a little high at this point, but
Oh man.
Start over. Delete the list.
See, that's the hilarious thing
Brian,
is if we were to delete this list and we were to redo it even if we had the same guess in the same order with the same list, the list would be 100% different. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh gosh, I really am looking at the very last page, and I'm looking at like sock and throw. Like, I think I prefer those designs to this. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised at how low you guys are on sock and throw, to be honest.
Do we go above Bruxish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
God,
for
yes.
sure. Ryan, we already talked about that. You've made that mistake 16 times. You can't make it again. Fool me once. Fool me 16 times. No, it's better than Bruxish. It's better than Enamorous. I don't remember what Gigantamax Cooperaja looks like. I imagine it's abominable since you have it so low.
It's pretty damn bad.
Okay.
Woof. I don't know. We can put it down here. I don't feel strongly about it. Not mad.
Would you put it higher?
I'd probably put it closer to Clampearl. We have at 893, like Clampearl, Phoebos. Maybe lower than both of those though.
Yeah, I'm the Reggies you have right in order there, Steel, Rock, and Ice. I'm not a huge fan of those at all, so I would be fine if you wanted to go like between Clauncher and the Reggies. But I would not go any higher than that for sure.
Maybe below Starmie at 904.
This guy has eyes at least.
So does Nidorina. I mean, I would be fine there. Yeah, I'd be fine at 904 or 905, I guess, under Starmie.
Okay.
And 905, it shall be. Terrible job, really, Huntail. Oh yeah, that shiny is not great.
No.
Any guesses at the name origins of Huntail?
I mean, just a Pokemon hunting for some tail, you know?
Oh my goodness. I have no idea. I was gonna make a bad joke about telling a story about Attila the Hun. I don't know. What is it from, Ryan?
Maybe a combination of hunt or Hanten, speck or fleck in Japanese, and tail.
Because he does have the polka dots, I guess, which is the specs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized his tail,
right.
the end of his tail looks like a little fish. So does it like for bait? Is there anything in Pokedex entries? Does he bait people and then stab them? Because that's kind of cool. Not that we should move him.
Noted. Yeah, in Sapphire, Huntail's tail is shaped like a fish. It uses the tail to attract prey, then swallows the prey whole with its large gaping mouth.
So he hunts with his tail. I gotcha. Okay.
The French name is Serpang, from serpent and fang.
That's a cooler name. That's a better objectively cooler name. Yeah.
Yeah, way better. All right, Huntail, you know what you've done. Next up, we've got Mantike.
Oh, he's so cute.
It's adorable. Hi. I was waving at you. How are you today? He jumps out of the water. Just.
Does he have the flying type, or is that just the evolution? The evolution
does have the flying.
Okay.
This is the kite Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know. He's cute. I might like him better than Mantine. But it's one of those really unnecessary babies where the Pokemon that it's a baby of was already not good. I just made like a weaker version of it. Called it a day. A weaker, smaller version of it. That's all it really is.
I looked. You have Mantine at 530. It looks like. So I guess that would be kind of our starting point then. And you said you like this guy better.
I might. I mean, I could go either way. This guy's at least cute. Mantine is just a manta ray. Like distinguishing about him. I guess Remoraids live under his fins. Everybody's favorite Pokemon. Objectively great Pokemon. Everybody's saying it.
Remoraid also mentioned in these Pokedex entries.
Goodness. I'm looking at what's above Mantine. I wouldn't put it above like Pinsir. I'm not a big Electrike fan, but I really enjoy the pun of Mega Obama Snow at 521, so I don't really want to go above that either.
I could put this above Trubbish for the cute kind of. I know Trubbish isn't a baby, but baby of the line.
Help me, I'm trash. Poor Trubbish, always getting disrespected.
But not its evolution.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, he's very high up, I noticed. Yeah.
Loved here. Yep.
I'm okay with above Trubbish.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not a huge Camerupt fan, which is the next Pokemon up on the list, but I think that feels right. I like that spot.
Yeah, I like Camerupt at least for being like Team Magma's kind of signature Pokemon.
And at least somewhat usable. No offense, Mantike, you're a child.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Any guesses as to the name origins for Mantike?
Oh yeah, this is my freshman college roommate who was a man-child.
Yep. Yeah, he's
that's where they
just
got
a
it
little
from.
guy.
It looks just like him.
Yeah. Of course, Manta and Tyke. The Japanese name Tamanta is a combination of Tama, ball, and Manta. So a Manta ball. Which it is rather ball-like.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. All right, 523 is the best your cuteness gets you, though. Next up, we've got... Oh, God, I've got to say this. Stakataka. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I thought we were done with these freaking things. More Ultra Beasts?
Is that what this is? I've never seen this before in my life.
If you've never seen a Pokemon, Brian, and I know you're a Pokemon guy like us, so odds are it's an Ultra Beast.
Yeah, this thing looks like, if I could describe it for the viewers, the listeners at home, this thing looks like a Guardian from Breath of the Wild, but if every piece of it was also an eyeball, like one of those pictures of here's what angels look like if we draw them accurately from the description in the Bible. That, but crap.
Yeah, because it's also just a big mound of bricks.
Yeah. Wow. I thought it was. I didn't realize that's what this was at all. It's a stack of things. I assume is. I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves on the etymology here. When I saw Stakataka, I thought it was going to be a musical reference, like a staccato type thing. This is much less cool.
It's a stack of tacos from Ghost of Tsushima.
This is actually a food truck. It's not a Pokemon at
all. Yes, Stakataka is an Ultra Beast composed of many dark gray stone life forms stacked together to form a four-sided tower with a spindly leg at each corner. The stones that form the legs and top corners are slightly darker. When at rest, its legs fit into the corners of the structure. The lighter gray stones have glowing blue lines on their sides, which are visible along the edges and underside of Stakataka. Each stone square has a black underside with a circular glowing blue eye in the center. These eyes will turn red whenever angered or fighting.
How tall is this thing?
A single Stakata consists of almost 150 individual life forms. It is 18 feet tall. That's 5.5 meters for our non-American listeners.
Okay.
1,800 pounds, 820 kilos.
So, it might seem useful at first to have all of these eyes, and then you realize looking at it, all of the eyes face inwards towards the other eyes. Like, what is the point of all of these eyes? They're just staring at each other.
It only needs the 2 on its legs. Come on, Brian. How many eyes do you need?
Well,
not,
it's
not
got
this many. Get rid of them.
Yeah. Like if they were like at first when we saw this, I thought it was like a octopus type thing, like they were suckers or something, but they're just very pointless eyes, especially the ones on the inside of the structure part, like even more so.
Brian, what if I told you the shiny made it gold?
Oh shit. Okay. Who was at number 100? Noivern.
Also,
I
this
do
guy,
like a gold shiny.
13 base speed. Garbage. Kill it.
Well, Garbodor is pretty high.
211 defense, though. You know, Shuckle's pretty.
Let's see. I was looking at Probopass at 612, but there's a lot underneath Probopass that I like way more than this guy, so never mind. I just think Probopass is too high, is what I'm learning.
Have you seen that man's mustache?
I
He's
have.
got a
It
great
is.
mustache.
It is luxurious for sure. You could get lost in that stash.
What's our lowest Ultra Beast, Ryan? It's very hard to Google the Ultra or to search the Ultra Beast on the list because I don't remember their names after we ranked them.
It better be Buzzswole.
Oh, have we done
I don't
Buzzwole
think
yet?
I don't think we've ranked Buzzwole
Oh, maybe that's who I should have brought.
yet.
I've no idea. Guzzlord's the only name I can remember, and that's because he's near the middle of the list, so we said it so many times.
Yep. And it's Guzzlord. The name is Guzzlord.
I don't know. This might be, other than maybe Buzzwole, this might be my least favorite Ultra Beast.
Have you guys done Nihilego?
Oh yeah, I kind of like that one. I
Yeah,
think that's maybe our highest Ultra Beast. Not that it's
possibly.
particularly high.
Okay.
Just has a good name. Nihilism and ego.
Oh yeah.
Nihilego is at 374.
I'm not sure what our lowest Ultra Beast is. Good God.
I looked
I don't
up
even remember
a
having
list because I didn't remember any besides Nihilego, Buzzwole. There's Pheromosa, Zerkatree, Celesteela.
Zerkatree
possibly Zerkatree. Yeah.
really
Zerkatree's at 915.
Oh, okay.
Now we're hanging out in the right place.
This is it.
Zerkatree might be worse though, actually.
Zerkatree's pretty bad.
I find Ninjask and Nincada to be very boring. I would probably go above that. I'd probably go above Zubat. I do like Lunatone, so I think maybe between Lunatone and Zubat is where I would land. But I'm open to what you guys think here.
I'm okay with that.
Ryan sounds like he wants to go higher.
Brian wants it a number. He's just
above
afraid to say
Zubat?
it.
I hate Zubat with a passion.
Yeah.
From both years of trying to get through Mount Moon, and also he is one of the hardest Pokemon to catch in Pokemon Go for being one of the worst Pokemon.
Wow.
Because he just flies all over the screen constantly, and it's so pointless. Like I don't even click on them anymore. So I would put this ugly beast above it.
All right. It's fair. That line will get its due one day.
That's what UB stands for, right? Ugly beast.
That's right. On this podcast, yes.
All right. Stack of tacos. There you go.
Exactly what it is.
If this guy was actually a stack of tacos, he would rank quite high.
Yeah,
I like
much higher than he is, for sure.
But then we'd be ranking bug snacks. Of course, Stack and Attack is the name origin. The
you say
Japanese
of course,
name,
of course, I could not put that together.
Obviously, Chris, come on.
I have a question. At 919, what is type null? I don't know this Pokemon.
Keep it that way.
And you do have Celesteela down here also at 920. So I mean, you do have a lot of low.
That's an Ultra
low
Beast.
Ultra Beast.
Well, we don't like
Yeah.
them. Not fast. All right, let's get into another good pick. Honestly, we don't need to keep this tab open any longer. Next up, we've got Ursaluna.
Finally, another good Pokemon.
Oh, Hisuian Ursaluna?
Oh, Ursaluna's only Hisuian.
Yeah.
It's the evolution of
What?
Ursaring.
So it doesn't
normally
have-
evolve.
Oh, I was thinking of Ursaring. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is better than Ursaring because I'm not a big Ursaring fan, but I do like Ursaluna quite a bit.
Yeah, it's great. The gray fur coming in to be clouds in front of the moon on the head.
Yes. He has cloudy eyebrows.
Love it.
Yeah, it's very cool. Probably my favorite Pokemon from Hisui. Hisui and Zork I might like more, but I like this one a lot. As far as the riding Pokemon go, it's unfortunately like the least useful one because it's just for searching for things, really. If you're gonna run around, you'd rather hop on your, what's the name of the deer? Weirdeer?
Yep,
Weird deer.
Weird deer.
Yeah. So as far as riding Pokemon go, not the most useful, but it's a very powerful Pokemon. Super hardcore carried me through the first half of the game. I kept it my entire game, but I got there's some ridiculously good Pokemon in this gen. But yeah, very very powerful. What's its stat line like, Ryan? I remember being kind of slow.
Quite good. Yeah, 50 speed, 45 special attack. Those are the low balls. Special defense is pretty normal at 80, but defense is 105, HP is 130, and an attack of 140. So when that hit does land, it's hitting pretty hard. And it's got HP to soak up the hit it's going to take before it gets its hit off.
Yeah, and speed being bad is not as much the end of the world in I mean, it's not the end of the world in general in Pokemon, but specifically in Arceus, it's like you don't get to go first, but then you speed form and you can still get 2 turns in a row. You like half the attack of one of your attacks, but then you get another attack in a row. But like speed is not, it's like speed is more important, strangely, in Arceus, but it's not as big of a deal if you are slow because you can work around it. I really like it.
You're saying Stack Attacker really missed out by not being in Arceus, is what I'm hearing.
True. This thing,
Yep, accurate.
4 times faster than a stack attack.
I gotta say, like, it's not my favorite. It took me way too long into the game to realize I could actually like catch and have these Pokemon in my party. You said it got you through half the game. I don't think I got an Ursaluna in my party until the post game because I thought it was just a thing to like use for riding, as I did with most of the transportation Pokemon.
I didn't get mine till post game, but that's only because of its esoteric evolution.
It is rough to get. I spent a good like several hours looking for the freaking item to evolve it because I specifically wanted one. But
Yeah,
you are
and then
definitely
you
not
gotta wait for a full
accidentally
moon.
going to get one of these.
No, you got to want it. But I think it's pretty good. I really like the design. Even if I never did get one, I think they're a fun Pokemon. That stat block speaks volumes. I see a bear. I'd like to put it above Beware at 163.
For once, I approve of putting something above Beware.
Well, I mean, Chris said this is maybe his second favorite Hisuian Pokemon, apart from Hisuian Zoroark, and you have Hisuian Zorua at 31. So I'm wondering if Chris is actually wanting to go that high.
I would go in
because
the
I'm
top
more
100 for sure.
I'm more with Ryan. I think down a little bit lower on this guy. Like, and this is where personal preference really comes into play because I think Rotom is at a ridiculous number here at 32. Like, I like this better than Rotom, but there's a lot of stuff right after Rotom that I prefer to Ursaluna, including my boy Charizard, again at 42. You're going to have a hard time convincing me to put anything above Charizard on this list.
Okay, I'm not looking above Charizard, but when we're talking about moon Pokemon, I should be with his brethren. Lunala and Espeon are at 62 and 60.
I mean, Xatu has some, astrology ties, I feel like,
Sure.
too. So I would be fine in that range. I would probably go below Espeon, but I do like him better than Xatu. Ryan is thinking real hard.
I'm weighing the options. I'm looking at the list. I agree. I think we should stay below Espeon.
Do you want to go lower? Is that your concern?
I'm looking.
Okay. He's looking at 72, Chris. That's where he's
I know what he's looking at.
Actually, I'm looking at 69.
And nice.
Kyogre.
Yeah. I do like Kyogre quite a bit. Very cool shiny sprite with the hot pink.
Huh?
But then you are taking him away from his moon brethren, as Chris pointed out.
Yeah,
will be very lonely.
Which is how this ranking list works. We try to put Pokemon together by type, right?
Exactly how it works. Yeah.
When it's convenient for your arguments, that's how it works.
I would be fine between Kyogre and Mega Swampert as well. I think that's not a bad spot either.
I could live with that.
All right, let's go there.
Okay.
All right. A new 70 for Ursaluna. Great job.
Yeah. And Chris, you know where this name comes from, right?
I don't. It's too hard.
Are you familiar with The Little Mermaid?
No. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's an old Disney movie. This is what happens to the sea witch Ursula when she comes up out of the water, though.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
when
movie?
When she's exposed to moonlight, she becomes Ursaluna.
I have seen that movie. Actually.
Good for you, man. I'm happy for you.
I know, right?
So that's the one.
That's it. That's the one movie.
That's
revealed. I listened to your appearance on the Bewlywed game, where Ryan claimed he only owned 3 DVDs, which is just incredible stuff.
I can grab them right now. Here's the 3. All 3. I guess this one is technically like 2 because it's a collection of all 3 of the Riddick movies.
Oh my God. You own 3 DVD boxes, and one of them is the Riddick trilogy.
It's a great trilogy. I love Pitch Black's fantastic.
My mind.
Did you buy these or were they gifts?
Spider-Man was a gift. I bought the other ones.
What's the third one?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
which is the movie that always makes you laugh.
That's right. It's hilarious.
How could you not know that, Chris? How could you not?
How could I not know that? Oh my God.
I think the English name's pretty self-explanatory. French actually gets a worse name this time. It's Ursa King. Which is just too similar to Ursa Ring.
Yeah, that is similar. And especially because the moon aesthetic plays so heavily on his forehead there. Yeah. I think you have to have the moon reference for sure.
Yeah. Japanese is Gachiguma, which may be a combination of Gashirin, round moon, and Kuma, bear. So, solid name. Just France, just really dropping the ball on that one. All right, next up we've got Lotad. Just ranked his oldest brother last episode.
That's true.
Where did you put him?
I think he did okay. Yeah,
top half. Yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about Lotad compared to Ludicolo?
He does not have the same jolly aesthetic that Ludicolo has.
Yeah,
no maracas, no sombrero.
No, doesn't have the vibe. He's missing the vibe.
Does not pass the vibe check.
Does not.
So we're already looking lower than 314 for sure. Okay. I do like this design. I like this idea of them, they can float on the water and you think it's just a lily pad and then it pops up and gotcha, But it's not fantastic or anything either. So I'm perusing the list as I run my mouth, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think you're right. You know, it's not terrible. I don't think this is going to wind up in like the bottom 10% or anything. But I haven't found myself stop scrolling yet, as I also peruse the list.
I just got to, and I have no reference for this Pokemon at all, but hell of a name, Barrascuda at 393. I know nothing about this Pokemon, but I instantly love it because of that name. Sorry.
If you had to guess what that Pokemon looked like based only on the name,
I mean a Barracuda swordfish would be my guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm still scrolling. I see Skitty up here at 487, which is incredible. Like, nice work, Skitty. You really must have promoted yourself well, because that's very
charming.
Yeah.
We do have Lombre on the list as well, all the way down to 762.
That feels more correct.
Is this better than Lombre?
It's definitely better than Heatran.
That's true.
Literally just looks like a shit.
It's so bad. And the fight with Heatran and freaking Arceus did not do it any favors. Worst legendary fight at the end of the game. Well, other than freaking Amorous. Christ.
You have almost 200 Pokemon above Heatran, and I want you to think about that when you try to go to sleep tonight.
I think I like Lotad more than Lombre, because, like, you know, Ludicolo's got the upbeat, super happy aesthetic. I think Lombre is a sad ombre. He does not seem happy.
He's got too much attitude. He's giving you the lip all the time. You know, just mean mugging.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like right below Ammonite. 756.
I'm trying to remember Fomantis, which is underneath Ammonite.
Flower thing, right? It's a flower.
Yeah, I like Lotad better than Fomantis.
No, I didn't mean to type formance.
It's the the pre-evolution of the clown pants guy.
Yeah, Lurantis.
Yeah, that feels good.
Okay.
New 757 Lotad.
It's a lot of passengers.
Well, that's an all right shiny. The body goes to like a deep maroony red, and the lily pad on the head is like a forestier green.
Again, really overshadowed by its older brother. The Ludicolo shiny is really nice.
Really good. Any guesses where we get the name Lotad from?
He's a tad low in spirits, and then he becomes Lombre.
Yeah, see, we should have put him below Lombre, so we could have said he's a tad lower than Lombre. He's it's like LoJack, but for your jet ski. Lotad.
Maybe a combination of Lotus and Lilypad, Tad, or Tadpole.
I always assumed Tadpole, but Lotus and Lilypad actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Lotus and Lilypad. Like, I also assume Tadpole, but it doesn't really remind me of a frog. None of its forms really remind me of a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it had more of a tail in this form, maybe. But I could see either. The Japanese name, Hasbo, maybe a combination of Hasu, Lotus, and Akanbo, baby, or Boshi, hat.
Okay.
Baby Lotus hat.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all the time you get tonight, Lotad. We've got more contestants to get through. Next up, Nidoran.
Gen 1, baby.
That's right. Still some hanging around here that we haven't ranked yet.
Sure.
I am a big Gen 1 stan. If I had my druthers, they would probably all be in the top half of the list. However, that being said, this is one of the more boring Gen 1 Pokemon for sure.
Yeah.
It was unique in those original games in that they had the different forms for the male and female. However, I feel like as the games have gone on, that's just become a more and more confusing thing because they have separate Pokedex entries. Whereas now, most times when Pokemon have different forms, they just show that within the same entry. So it's kind of inconsistent with the later gens, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know.
Pokemon well known for its consistency.
Right. Everybody knows that. I don't know why you felt the need to yell it at me, Ryan.
Mega evolutions, Dynamax, Z moves,
Whatever that new crystal shit is. Yeah. I'm looking in like the same range we just were. Like I see Whismur at 737, and I feel like that's an equally boring Pokemon.
Yeah. I will throw out there we have Nidoran female at 778.
Yeah, so that's all within the same 40 or 50 or so.
I mean, they should go together, right?
Not how this works.
Cute little couple down here at the bottom of the list.
I mean, if you are going to do that for any Pokemon, these would be the ones to do it for because they literally are the same Pokemon. It's not like you're grouping by type. They're both Nidoran. Maybe we should just combine them once and for all and have Nidoran female and male be number 778.
Ooh.
But I'm fine, honestly, with putting them around there.
You're right. No, they're the new FM station, Nidoran 97.3. Catch them Wednesday nights and Monday and Friday mornings.
Now, I am actually curious what this name means because I've always assumed that this is like at least in its first form, looks very much like a rabbit, but I don't get that from Nidoran at all.
I think you're going to be disappointed, Brian.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because we've read this one before and I was not satisfied.
All right.
Nidoran may be derived from needle. It may also involve Nido twice.
What?
That's it. Oh,
What?
the male symbol may be an indication of its male gender.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Copernicus. Wait. So does Nido mean twice in Japanese? What was that? Okay.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. I get that. That's okay. Yeah. I wish they had done something with like rabbit in here because I assume that's what this Pokemon is supposed to be, is a rabbit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Big ears, the way the hind legs are kind of like they look rabbity for sure. Poison rabbit.
Yeah. You're right. I don't feel satisfied. Thank you.
I at least I gave you the warning.
Yeah.
No one gave me a warning when I read Nidoran females. All right. Well, that is the one true rank I feel where they are just the same number now. 778, that number being. Next up, we've got Charge-a-Bug, who is the pound cake of Pokemon.
He looks like a school bus with fangs on the front. I love him. I love him so much. This is another one, weirdly, that like the Hisuian Growlithe just got released in Pokemon Go like in the last couple of weeks. They put out Grubbin, which is a terrible Pokemon, but Charge-a-Bug is then the second form. What's the final form on this line?
Vikavolt. Yeah. Or Vikavolt, maybe. I don't know. I was disappointed by Vikavolt when I got one. I do agree. I have a soft spot for Charge-a-Bug. I really do kind of like the way they look. Yeah. And they're the battery Pokemon. Like, of course they look like this. Chris looks disappointed in these decisions.
He's adorable.
Hey, I hear you. I threw this thing in a freaking battery receptacle in Dead Space a million times. I hear you. He's a battery. Get it?
It's interesting. This is actually the first one, it looks like, from this line that you've ranked, too. I don't see Grubbin or Vikavolt on the list yet, so...
No, before we started recording, I was building out the next few weeks list, and I saw both Grubbin and Vikavolt. They're coming up.
Yeah. So this is really precedent setting because I know now that you guys like to look at the other evolutions when you're deciding on rank. So that makes me feel like we can only put Charjabug at number 3.
I disagree. What the record said.
No, not that high, obviously, but I am looking at probably the top half of the list somewhere. I do think as far as the bug designs go, he is very cute. Makes me think of like the bugs that Timon and Pumbaa eat in The Lion King for some reason, just because he's like kind of plump and juicy looking, like he would make a good meal, a Charjabug.
I see it.
I don't know. Like I see Ledian at 324, and I think I like it better than that. Definitely, but not better than Mega Absol, probably. So. What is this? What is this? Mega Absol and Ledian next to the list, next to each other.
They came to us.
Goodness.
They said, "We're in love. You got to put us next to each other on the list," and we agreed.
Yeah,
Love conquers all.
Oh my gosh!
And now we're gonna split them up because of a bug.
Is Mega Tyranitar that bad that you have him down at 327?
I think he's just not interesting. He just looks like Tyranitar.
Okay. But Tyranitar is still so useful that it feels like it would be weird to put Charjabug above that too. And
That's
then
fair.
now I'm looking and seeing like Mega Gyarados. Like, oh, how would I ever speak to my son again if I put this bug Pokemon over Mega Gyarados? It's like,
Choodle's here at 334. Similarly cute, but not particularly useful.
oh, let me look up Choodle, which I assume is a chewing turtle from the name.
Great
I
job.
nailed it. I like Charjabug better than Choodle at first glance. Choodle looks like a little kid that cries on the airplane for the entire 6-hour flight.
Oh God! All right, you ruined him. Yeah, Bug Choodle.
Yeah, I think below Mega Altaria, above Choodle, I would be happy with that spot.
I'm happy with that spot.
Yeah. Awesome. Charjabug, a new 334, just electrifying this list. Any guesses where Charjabug gets its name from?
I have a hard time coming up with a joke when they're so obvious.
Clearly, this is charred Jawbug. It's that new bug they're using in Creole cooking. They just charred it too much.
Quickly, Brian, think of a Jabba the Hutt joke.
Oh goodness, I got nothing. I was going with like a Dodge Charger or something, but this guy doesn't look like his evasion is very high. So
somebody bugged your Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Combination of charge or charger and bug. The Japanese name Dendimushi may be a combination of Denshi battery and Jimushi grub.
Battery grub.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Absolutely.
But,
My favorite snack.
Yeah. My favorite snack. All right. Well, that does it for the random list of 10. They did fly by, didn't they, Brian?
They did. I mean, the other time I was on here, we did 20. So it really does feel like it flew by for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're not done yet. You still have a pick, Brian.
Hell yeah. Ryan sent me a message about an hour before we started recording asking if I had picked my Pokemon yet. And to be quite frank, I had not. I clicked on the list that he sent me and saw Shuckle at number 3 and really considered picking that just to try and take Michael Moran down a peg. But then as I was scrolling through the list, I noticed just one of the great injustices of our time, which is the fact that Rayquaza is sitting here at 184 behind Pokemon like Kabuto, Fortress, and Fat Pikachu.
Don't be dissing Fat Pikachu now.
And I mean, our Lord and Savior Arceus is great, but Rayquaza, so majestic, flies through the sky. One of the better shiny shiny sprites in the game, the Black Rayquaza. My favorite Pokemon that I have in Pokemon Go is a lucky shiny Black Rayquaza that I've got almost maxed out at this point and is like my go-to when I'm fighting people. I love this Pokemon. It is one of my favorite dragons in all of Pokemon. And I think to have him honestly outside the top 10 is crazy to me, but outside the top 100 is criminal. So
Yeah. The entire argument last time why he did not get higher is because Mega Rayquaza I think is just Rayquaza but done cooler. And he's got the grandpa gums with like one tooth and it looks really funny to me.
Yeah, I've absolutely, when talking about Rayquaza, subbed in the meme picture of the husky that looks like it's telling a joke. You know,
Yeah.
he does very much have that expression, but I think that just adds to his charm. You know, he's fierce, he's menacing, but he's got a goofy side too.
He does stand up on Fridays.
Yeah. And I see you have Mega Rayquaza in the top 10, which I do appreciate, but I don't feel like regular Rayquaza should be penalized by that so much that he's at 184. Like I said, I don't think there's anything I want to put above Charizard tonight. So I'm not asking that he goes, you know, even in the top 50 necessarily, but 184 just feels a little crazy to me.
I mean, I think at the very least we can get this above Beware at 164.
Yeah.
I think Brian was looking for a little more there.
I figured, but I gotta hate on Beware anytime I get the opportunity.
I mean, if I'm looking at legendaries, I like this more than Articuno at 66. I like it more than Zygarde at 64. I personally like it more than Giratina at 58, but I do love Eevee, so I'm not gonna die on that hill necessarily.
I think the legendary I might stop at is Spectrier. Really love that Goth horse.
Shut up, Ryan.
Damn.
Where's Spectrier?
56 is too higher than Giratina.
Okay. Never mind.
God,
I thought we were still down in like the 130s. Okay. All right. No, this is good. I'm glad we're having this talk. I'm personally kind of mad at Galarian Moltres right now. So I know I've been talking about Pokemon Go a lot. Ryan knows this story already, but they just introduced this new mechanic. It's a daily incense. They give it to you for free that will attract Pokemon to you for 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, you get about 30 spawns. And on those spawns, there's about a 1 to 2% chance of spawning Galarian, Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. So very rare. Then when you get them, they have a 0.3% base catch rate before you up to Ultra Balls and use a Golden Raspberry and all that. You can get it up to like 8 to 10% probably catch rate. But if you don't catch it on that 8 to 10% throw after running into it on a 1 to 2% chance, it has a 90% flee rate after every throw. And so I have now run into each of these Galarian birds once since they introduced this mechanic, and all three have immediately ran after one throw from me. So I have a personal vendetta against the Galarian bird trio. So
did you run into Moltres twice?
No, I got each of them once at this point. Okay. Moltres once, Articuno once, Zapdos once. So I would be fine putting this above Galarian Moltres for sure. So if we want to go between Spectrier and Galarian Moltres, I am fine with that.
Okay, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All I ask.
That is the most you can ask for on the show, is to not be mad. Because I have been mad.
Hey, last time I was here, I brought a number 1. I'm glad to see that Mega Charizard X is still, top 6, even though I think he should definitely be top 5. My bequest, my hope is that whoever comes on after me is braver than I and willing to take Shuckle down out of that top 10. He does not belong there. I'm sorry, Chris. He does not belong there.
He's the best Pokemon, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He's not. He's not the best Pokemon. When will you stop with this meme and bring back the legitimacy of gotta rank them all? That's what the people want to know.
Don't let your memes be dreams. Is that a saying?
Oh my goodness. No, I'm happy with that position for Rayquaza for sure, especially since Mega Rayquaza does have that representation in the top 10. So thank you for hearing out my case. We're happy with this settlement. You are fair judges, both of you.
We try. Any guess where Rayquaza gets its name, Brian? Pokemon you love so much?
Let's see. Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Phew, it's gonna make a bad Ray J Kim Kardashian joke. If in all seriousness, I don't know. I assume the Quaza is something to do with like Quetzalcoatl. If I'm making a serious guess, but I honestly don't know.
Yeah, not name wise, but its design is definitely influenced by Quetzalcoatl. The name, to be fair, comes from a lot of Japanese words, so I'm not derived from Reku, which is sky rending, Za, seat, Tiza, constellation, Oza, throne, and may involve Rakia, which is Hebrew for firmament, ray, and quasar.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of potentials here.
Yeah.
A lot of maybes. Some good stuff in there, though.
Well, we did it.
11 whole Pokemon. We're past 950 now. 958. Oh my god.
This was episode.
I'm very. Oh, sorry.
This was episode 49, and without the new Pokemon, I think we have enough for 58.
Without the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. I would love to come back for episode 59 to talk about my boy Sprigatito then. Keep me in mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're very excited for Scarlet and Violet. Brian, we I know we mentioned it. Did you want to give thoughts on the presentation we got last 2 weeks ago? When that happened? Time is an illusion.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this game. I love the idea of open world Pokemon. I love the idea of being able to tackle the gyms in any order you want. I wonder how that's going to work with levels, if it's going to be like, I assume they're going to have to scale with you. So I wonder how well balanced it's going to be. Hopefully they pull it off. I'm a little nervous that they didn't take the right lessons from Arceus. I think one of the things people loved so much about that game was the catching mechanics, and I'm worried we're not going to have the same catching mechanics in this game. And that was like the biggest quality of life improvement in a Pokemon game in probably 10 years.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit last episode, but it is weird that they have not shown how you catch a Pokemon, but they have shown the fields, and they are absolutely teeming with just tons and tons of Pokemon like Arceus. It would be really odd if you have to run into a battle with every single one.
Yeah. And so that is my fear. I also am worried about the battle system feeling slow after Arceus, but I'm still excited. It's still a mainline Pokemon game. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be trading with my friends to get all the starters at the beginning of the game and resetting my game 4 times if I have to.
Yep. And we're gonna play together because it's co-op.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very exciting. Have you already worked out which version you want to get?
I'm gonna be getting Scarlet
because of Tyranitar, right?
Yeah,
I think he's only in Scarlet. Yeah. I'm getting Violet just because I don't know. It was the first one that stood out to me, and I also prefer even though I don't like either of them, I prefer the weird future Pokemon over Mr. Yabba-Dabba-Doo there.
Yeah, I am also going to be getting Scarlet. I'm with Ryan on this one. It's funny. So I have a trading partner, my buddy Ozzy Yog, who's on our Discord server, and he's been on our show a few times. But like the last 3 gens, going back to Sun and Moon, he and I will always get opposite versions so that we can do the trades. But it's never really like planned. I will ask him like a month before it comes out, hey, which one are you planning to get so I can get the opposite? And we're always on the correct page anyway, where we're going to get opposite versions. And just like with this one, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to get Violet because of the aesthetic. And I was like, great because I want Scarlet. So, yeah.
Love to see it. Well, speaking of your show, Brian, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, I mentioned it off the top, but Draft Punks is back. We are doing Now That's What I Call Music. I'm hoping to get that episode edited tomorrow so that we can release it on Friday. Today is the 17th. I don't know when this is going to come out Friday also. So, hey, if you're listening to this when this show comes out, our show might be out also or very soon.
Your show will almost certainly be out because this comes out in like a week and a half after we record. We record pretty early on these.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, go check us out. It's the Draft Punks feed. You can find it on any podcast platform you listen to. And then since this is coming out in a week and a half, I will give you the world exclusive announcement here that our next episode is one that Travis and I especially have been wanting to do for a very long time, which is Stephen King books. This is one we've been circling for a long time, and we have Mike Tucker from Game and Makeup and my mom, who are going to be guests on that episode. Rob's not a big Stephen King guy, so my mom's very excited to do that episode with us. So yeah, that'll be fun. It's the first mom appearance we've had since Travis's mom way back on like episode 6 for serials. So it should be a good time.
Nice. Awesome. Looking forward to that one. Ooh, that'll be a fun episode.
Yeah.
I know you guys are big King fans, so that's just going to be fun. It's always fun to listen to you gush when you're passionate about something on that show.
Absolutely. Yeah. My mom's going to kill me when I pick the stand before she can. So.
Well, let's hope you win volume 20 so you can get the first round pick and really put her in some shambles.
That's right.
Chris, anything to plug?
No, just kidding. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the main place where I'm posting these. We also post in the podcast feed. So if you're watching on YouTube, give us a sub below. And if you are listening in your favorite podcast feed, I will have the YouTube channel in the description. Thank you. And goodbye. Don't plug anything, Ryan. That's the end.
All right.
I'm editing. I said it's the end. I'm just kidding.
It's all over.
Twitch.tv/Spelunkers. I guess the big thing there that I want to plug right now is the D&D campaign that we are 3 sessions into. It's been a great time so far. The RPG engine's been a great virtual tabletop to use. Just excited to see where that goes. You guys have 3 sessions and you surprised me every time so far. So always excited to see where D&D goes.
3 sessions into the one shot, right?
That's the great game debates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one shot. To be fair, I know that's a long one shot and we play late, so I could have foreseen 2, but 3 feels excessive. There's been a lot of role playing involved in that extension, but it's been a good time.
In a role-playing game? Insane.
How dare they?
You tend to see a little bit less of it in one-shots because they tend to be a little more designed to be dungeon crawls because it's for a night or 2. It's not like a big drawn-out campaign. But there's a lot in this one due to some interesting character choices. But that is all for us tonight. We thank you all for joining us as we continue finalizing the most important decisions of our lives. We hope you are well until we reconvene in 2 weeks. And remember, gotta rank them all.
Gotta rank 'em all. Pokémon. Better Call Saul. Is that? Oh wait, sorry. No, that just ended though. It was very good. Good show.
Take 2.
Yeah. Sorry. Better Call Saul. Oh, nope. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. All right. Gotta rank 'em all. Pokemon.